Hello everyone, welcome to John Wayne Airport again, and we'll be flying on a United Airlines 2458 all the way to San Francisco International Airport. This is John Sung streaming live on YouTube, and yeah, happy to see you guys. I'm just gonna lower the microphone volume a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so as you guys can see, it's United A320 IAE engine model, um, featured by Phoenix Simulations, and it's one of the most highly detailed aircrafts out there. Uh, and I'm happy to fly back in Santa Ana Airport, which is literally right next to where I live. So, pretty cool. We're gonna connect to Jetway. First of all, we're gonna obviously turn on the external power. Battery 1 and 2 are on. And then we're gonna align the ADR because that takes so long. Let's connect to Jetway. I have no idea why Peach Airlines is here, but okay, that's odd. Get our beautiful aircraft. We're gonna start the boarding process. First of all, we're gonna go through four startup checklist. Okay. Uh, APU fire. Let's test the APU fire this time, just in case. APU fire. We're gonna turn on the nav light. Crew supply, oxygen on, and then we're gonna turn on the ground control, RCDR, recorder, and then we're gonna go through the MCDR procedure. So, SDU, we're gonna go to init request. We're just gonna wait a little bit, and then, yeah, things are gonna figure out on its own. Then we're gonna go to IRS init, line on ref, confirm alignment, return, and then we're gonna start loading our aircraft. Mass imbalance, as usual, load aircraft. I'm just gonna go instant just to save more time. And then next we have to go through another process of basically I think we got a board now. Yeah. So we're gonna go to GSX. Request boarding. Boarding requested. Perfect. No problem. I'll open the doors.
Do you want a board crew?
I don't want a board crew. It's kind of a waste of time.
Passengers boarding starting.
we're gonna open the door. I don't think we're gonna open the door because we're okay. No smoking on. CPL sign on. Let's just turn on the seatbelt sign for now. Turn it on later. IRS is gonna be aligning in 2 minutes. We just gotta wait a little bit. In the meanwhile, we're gonna go through the MCDU process. We're gonna turn on the APU and do all that. Okay. We're gonna go to the overhead. I'm doing emergency exit light arm. We're gonna turn on all the fuel pumps. Just gotta make sure you turn off the fuel pumps after shutdown. So I just gotta remember that. Just gonna write it down somewhere. And then we're gonna do engine 1 and 2, just firing. APU, master on. Start the APU. Look at the sheer amount of traffic. That's crazy. There's like 5 planes waiting. Somebody landing? I don't see any. Anyhow, it's a pretty hectic amount of traffic right there. It's like 6 planes. Wow. Sure, it's a busy airport. There's one aircraft that already pushed back. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go through some procedures. GCS auto, sys to weather radar to 1, PWS is off. Let's check the TCAS. Um, we're gonna set the TCAS to should we set to auto? I don't know. Kind of forgot there. But anyhow, we're gonna reset the clock and then start the clock. Let's check the QNH maybe. Uh, I think the APU might be available now. Yep. Okay. So let's go to the overhead. And then let's turn on the APU bleed. And then turn off the external power. And then I think everything's done. Let's just get the QNH value. Okay. I don't want nav graph right now. I already have it on my tablet. Oh, okay. Let's go to takeoff. It's 3005, 3005, check. 3005, 3005, check, complete. CSTR, terrain on. Terrain on. We're also going to turn on the floodlight because why not? From the get-go. Alright, next up. Squawk set, TCAS is standby, MCDU. Let's go through the MCDU process. Boarding complete. Welcome aboard, everyone. This is United, and we'll be flying all the way to KSFO, which is San Francisco International Airport. And I'm the captain, and I'll be happy to assist you. Okay, so our flight number is obviously, I think it was UA United Airlines 2458. Our coast index is, which I can already check on my iPad, is, I think it's 12. Cruise altitude is 340. Let me double check just in case. 340. 340. And then we're gonna go through what's next? Flight plan. So we'll be taking off at 2:20 20 right? 20 right. Via IKEA. Literally the SID name is IKEA. I don't know why. Actually, it's Hero. So Hero via IKEA. Just call it IKEA. There you go. Perfect. 5,000 feet. Okay. 5,000 feet. We're heading to KSFO, KSFO 28, right. And then we also have to get the mass values. So the ZFW is gonna be we have to calculate this as well. It's gonna be 12.1331.0. 12.1 100, is it 101.7? No, it's 12. I think it is, yeah. 100. Okay, 107, and then 31.0, 0, 12.2, 12.2. Okay, awesome. I think we're ready to go. Yep, we're ready. Let's go to perf. And then let's perform our takeoff speed. Set our takeoff speed. 100, 300, 407. 3, 4, 100, 407. 4, 5, 7. Flaps is gonna be around 3, DN 0.4. 3, D. Probably because the runway is pretty short, I'm not gonna lie. 3, 4. Flex temperature is 50 degrees. 50. All right. I think we're all set. Next up. Secondary flight plan. Copy active. Set the QNH value already. Flight director on. Okay, now why don't we push back? So beacon light on. Engine mode. Ignition start. Gonna start pushing back. Let's go to ground.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yes, sir. Let's push back. Close the doors. Let's check the APU again.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Let's go to engine. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be rolling out of the gate soon. Please fasten your seatbelts and thank you for flying with us.
Locking gear.
Oh, that's another United approaching. Has the same livery as us. We got the takeoff clearance. We're gonna set the nose to the right side.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push.
All engines
Start
clear.
at wheel.
Start at will. Engine 2 start. You can hear the sounds of an engine starting.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking reset.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Starting engine 1. That is a very busy airport.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Bye. After a startup checklist. Flaps. I think it was 3. That was our takeoff flight. I'm guessing. Yep, it is 3. Okay. Auto brake max. Ground spoilers are armed. Radar PWS is set to auto. Flight control check. Left check. Right check. Elevator up. Elevator down. We're good to go. We're now going to set to ignition mode to normal. APU bleed is coming off. APU is coming off. Taxi light. What do I turn on? Light on. I think landing light is still retracted, I think. Not too sure. Flight control check. Brake max. Landing lights are off. And then set to TO config. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts. Cabin crew, please remain seated. Thank you. Okay, parking brakes are coming off. And we are rolling out. I'm not sure if ATC gave us like specific instructions on how to like Hold position. Okay. This is really stressful. I don't know what to do. Can you just let me go? You know what? Screw it. I hope we don't bump onto the aircrafts. Continue taxi. Parking brakes are set. Request takeoff clearance. Clear to take off, runway 20 right. Before takeoff checklist. First of all, we're gonna disengage the parking brakes, and then we're gonna start rolling to the thing. Okay. Landing lights are coming on. Strobe lights are on. Goes to TO. Crap. Set to TARA. This is the difficulty when you don't have a co-pilot. You gotta do two persons job. Flaps checked. Parking brakes off. Taxi to TO. We're gonna do a toga because of the fact that this runway is pretty short. I overshot this runway one time, and it was very unpleasant. V1, rotate, V2, positive climb, gear up, gears going up, flaps, 1. So a little bit of wind from the right side. Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft is in turbulence. Please remain seated. Flaps going up. Autopilot engage. Transponder. Auto. We're also setting the wing light to on. We also forgot to do chrono before lining up. There's a couple of things I missed, but it is what it is. Auto throttle is on. This is Corona Del Mar. Heading to 10,000 feet. We're first gonna head to 8,000 feet first. Taxi lights are coming off. We turn off. Lights are coming off. Spoilers disarm. I hope the weather in San Francisco is good. Ten 10,000 feet. Landing lights are coming off. I think seatbelt lights coming off. Wing lights coming off. Set to 340. Ladies and gentlemen, seatbelt sign is off. Please feel free to engage in our in-flight entertainment systems. And thank you for flying with us, United Airlines. It's gonna take around an hour, maybe like 50 minutes, I would say. See where we are at. We're passing the Catalina Island. It is Catalina Island, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the Catalina Island right there, which is really what was featured in like what was featured in what's it called, macOS Catalina, yeah. This is the Catalina Island. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the left-hand side, you can see the Catalina Island featured in macOS Catalina. So, oops, you can't see it anymore. But there you go. It's Catalina Island. You can see, I think that's downtown LA. Yep, it is downtown LA. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the right-hand side, you can see downtown LA. Oh, this is a good moment to capture it. So we're gonna go to right aft. You can see LA from here. It's Los Angeles. It's Long Beach, and that's downtown Los Angeles. Just past the Catalina Island, passing downtown LA. That's Santa Monica Beach right there. We're going from SoCal to NorCal. Now we're approaching Ventura, which is also featured in macOS Ventura, which is kind of hilarious. So we're approaching Ventura. We're also heading towards Santa Barbara, so yeah, that's where UCSD is. UCSB. UC Santa Barbara. Barbara. Oh, forgot to turn on STD. Too bad. We're already way over transitional altitude, which is 18,000. I think you also gotta set TCAS to all. Pull out the tray table. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Ventura. Okay, now it's time to um basically enter our details for approach. It's very fast because it's a short route, and then we're descending right after we ascend. It's kind of hilarious, but it is what it is, though. Okay, so KSFO arrival. We're landing at runway 20 right, 28 right, via Senfer. There we go. Senfer 4. Yup. Insert. And then we're gonna go to perf approach Next phase. Next phase. Next phase. We gotta set the QNH value of the arrival airport. So we're gonna reset the position. To pilot. There we go. Let's look at our arrival airport. So 3003. Temperature is 12 degrees Celsius, which is gonna be, let's convert it to Fahrenheit. 12C to Fahrenheit is 53.6, so that would be around 54. 54 Fahrenheit. Magnitude and wind 22010. 22010. 22010. Oh, 22010. And then we're gonna have to check the charts just to, oh, traffic. We're gonna see the charts just to be sure. What our radio value is, which is when the aircraft is gonna call minimum. Okay, we're at cruising altitude. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at cruising altitude. Again, feel free to go to the washroom, unfasten your seatbelts. Thank you. So we're landing at runway 28 right. So I'm gonna look at the charts. I'm looking at it on my iPad. Actually, I might go on this thing. Because that way you guys would be able to see what I'm looking at. That might be better when it comes to people who are learning. Okay, so let's go to SFO. And then we're gonna look at arrival charts. And then it's gonna be, there's Big Sur. It's hilarious. It's another macOS reference, kinda. I'm trying to go to approach charts. And then we're approaching 20 right, Cat 3, Cat 2. So that's it. And then if you look at the values, it says Cat 2 ILS is gonna be, RA is gonna be 113. So RA means radio. So we're gonna enter 113. At 113 feet, it's gonna say minimum. I think baro is like from like sea altitude, and then radio is like a radio altitude, which is like from the ground. So it's a little bit different. Both are in feet, but it's just a different like measurement. So I don't think you can really use them like interchangeably. Something you should be aware of. I think what BA is, if you look closely, there's RA113, DA113. I think DA value is the baro value, and then because it highlights RA, I think I'm supposed to enter like radio. I'm pretty sure. So that, I think that's Ventura. That's also part of damn. It's a lot of mountains. A lot of mountains. Gotta say, the view is amazing. No doubt. So if you look at the cockpit, what happens is it says radio 113. So that's when the aircraft's gonna call minimum altitude, and that is when you decide if you can see the runway at minimum altitude, then you proceed. If you cannot see the runway, then you gotta go around. That's just a rule. Just a rule. Also gotta go to fuel pred. Yeah, you're right. Fuel pred. Secondary flight plan. Copy active. Flight plan. So we gotta descend at Surfer. It's kind of funny. Surfer. I like the name. So it's pretty soon actually. It's like it's right here. So it's not gonna be that far. I don't know what ETP is. I gotta search that up actually. What is ETP? Phoenix. Equal time point. From there, you need about as much time as your destination as you would be returning. Okay, interesting. So ETP is when you decide to turn around and go back to where you came from, or you proceed to head to San Francisco. So it's one of two things. So we are at cruising altitude, so definitely you can see the clouds forming. I'll tell you exactly where we are. We are at. So we are near Santa Barbara. So this is Santa Barbara actually. You see that little like town right there? That's Santa Barbara. It's pretty cool. Funnily enough, Vandenberg, which is where SpaceX launches its rockets, some of its rockets, as a defense contractor, is near Santa Barbara. So it's like, I think that's it. I don't know. This is Santa Barbara, so it's gonna be nearby. So it's Vandenberg, Vandenberg Air Force Base. Oh, I think Vandenberg is like here, right here. Just looking at the map. Yeah, but anyhow, we're approaching Santa Barbara. We are, I think, on top of Santa Barbara, and yeah, pretty cool stuff. So at ETP, we're exactly halfway there. Guys, we're just crossing Splint, which indicates indicates that we're halfway there. Just gotta wait a little bit more. Another around 30 to 40 minutes. We're gonna be touching down. Oh, we have traffic right there. That's passing pretty pretty closely. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty scary. Jeez, it's actually pretty close. You know, if I were on VATSIM, that would not happen. It's because of default ATC. Old default ATC. I wish it was powered by ChatGPT. I think there's a plugin that basically replaces their default not GPT, default ATC with ChatGPT. And apparently it's so much better. But I'm too lazy to even download it. Yeah. I was actually gonna download this plugin called FSX, I think FS Pro, which is like gives like camera shake effect when it comes to like landing, touching down, takeoff, those kind of things. But I was also too lazy, and it's like I think it's 20 euros or something like that. So you guys spend way too much in like buying all the plugins and paywares, and including this aircraft, which is Fenix A320. I'm not gonna lie, the sounds are really good on this aircraft, and fidelity is amazing. I've watched a couple of other YouTubers who are also who are basically pilots. They're real airliner pilots who are trying on this aircraft, and they all say it's got good fidelity, and it's got great design, great sound, and behaves just like a real plane. I also heard when you're deploying the flap, when there's strong wind, the flap would literally just it would be shaking because of the wind, which is so much detail. What you can also do is you can go on cockpit. I've done this before. You can use the shades like that. There's not much sunlight though, so I'm not gonna use it. But you can open the cockpit door like that and use this. It's kind of crazy. You can use the tray. There's EFB. That's quite amazing. We're landing at San Francisco. That's why. 28 right. Start runway. We're gonna have to descend pretty soon. So we're gonna descend all the way to. Let's see. It's probably descend to 15,000. Where's Eric? Okay, so yeah, I think we should descend to 15,000. Yeah, that's pretty safe. And then we're gonna use it. We're gonna use the automated system, so it's not gonna be an open descent. It's managed, so it's gonna determine all the altitude limits on itself, on its own, which is really convenient. Just really, really convenient. That's why I like Airbus. I feel like before I used to own PMDG 737 on Prepar 3D, Lockheed Martin Prepar 3D, and Microsoft Flight Simulator X. That was the first flight simulator I ever got. I think I got it in 2017. Yeah, so I was pretty crappy at the time, but PMG 7737 was my favorite. But unfortunately, it's not the case anymore, because I know that as a software engineer, I also know that PMG 737, while they were porting from Prepar 3D to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, they reused all the code basically, and then they basically solved all the differences in two simulations like physics engine. by just introducing constant values. That's number one thing you shouldn't do in programming, unless you're developing for like hackathon. You know, you don't do everything switch case, right? You don't do everything switch case. You actually gotta implement physics and everything. But PMDG unfortunately didn't do that. They did everything switch case, brute force, which is not good. So bad programming. Yeah. Uh, I bet they just like laid off all the tech workers. I guess that's probably why they switch cased everything. The only people left are junior engineers, I'm guessing. But PMGG is not so good anymore, I feel like. But Phoenix, the reason they could develop in such a short period of time is because they actually use the existing commercially available like level 3 sim, I think, software for their, for the FMCs, for the peripherals and everything. So that's why they could develop in a very short period of time. But the fact that there's cabin like that with like accurate seatbelt sign and everything, like, and then amazing sounds. I feel like this is a lot better than PMDG. It's better than FS Labs for sure, because FS Labs installed a spyware. That was like another whole topic right there. It's like a huge gate, huge scandal. Yeah, but FS Lab was pretty good, I think, too, because it had like a separate Fenix engine running aside the simulator itself. But I really like how MSFS was constructed and everything. It's just Asobo Studios. I know their aircrafts are crappy. The default ones are crappy, but like the sim itself is pretty stable. The frame rate is pretty crappy, but it's stable. It doesn't crash. That's all I want. It shouldn't crash. Even though it freezes occasionally, it wouldn't crash. It would get revived like soon. It doesn't crash. There's no fatal error. Because every time I've flown a PMGG on a Prepart 3D or FSX, I got the same error over and over after some period of time. When I was going from like Korea to like Los Angeles, South Korea to Los Angeles, it was like a 19-hour flight. Dude, I faced fatal error like every time, midway. And that was so annoying, But in this game, there's no fatal error. The only downside is that there's no PMDG 747, there's no 777, there's no A330 that I would just love to fly. There's no Quality Wing 787. I love that. I loved Quality Wing 787. Apparently they were gonna port it to MSFS, but they really didn't give any updates in like quite a while. So I feel like their studio's like underfunded and they're kind of just like scrapping their projects. It is what it is, though. Because there's not many people playing this sim genre compared to like maybe like League of Legends, for example. I don't play League of Legends. It's just I don't like it. But flight sim, in my opinion, has got to be the number one. But unfortunately, it's not. But considering how like minor this like genre is, I think Microsoft did a really good job making this game, including Asobo Studios. They found a perfect balance between arcade, like how to basically get people from both worlds, arcade and the simulation genre. So they actually introduced like stuff like Dune, aircrafts, and then I was really curious about how they're gonna figure out the controller problem, because when it comes to like Xbox controller, there's only so limited buttons, like on a console, for example. It's gonna be really difficult to control all this stuff, like the FMC and everything. But they've somehow figured it out. Somehow, I personally haven't tried, but I'm more of a simulation genre fan, so not really an arcade gamer when it comes to flights. I think for like racing genre, because I'm not into like I don't do manual when it comes to cars. I only know how to do auto. I literally do not know how to do manual, and I don't want to try manual because I don't know, I'm too lazy, I'm not interested. But for planes, specifically, I'm all in. In like 737 Classic series. I don't want to go into like Concorde or like I don't know, like really, really classic planes like DC-6. I don't want to get into that, because you need three people for that, and you one person's gonna do three people job. I don't want to do that, man. I don't want to do that. But I think 737 classic level, like that much of analog is like perfect balance. It's like a little bit of automation, a little bit of analog. That's just perfect. I do have Explain installed on my Mac. I'm currently running this on my Razer Blade, so it's Windows. But on my Mac, I do have Explain 12. So maybe I should try that someday. I think I'm gonna love it. But the only problem is that I don't have a yoke. I have Airbus throttle and Airbus everything. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to descend really soon. Yeah, okay, we have to descend right now. Okay, 15,000. And I think we pretty much did everything. And yeah, we're gonna just descend. I think we're gonna do a checklist again. Before we descend, checklist. TCAS should be BLW. TCAS should be BLW. I hate this thing because I really hope this thing is automated. Like, it's just so annoying. I don't know why you should do this, like, every time. It is what it is, though. I hope they automated. Maybe in, like, A350 or something like that. A360. But one thing I really like about Airbus compared to Boeing is the throttle. You just gotta put it to climb, you gotta flex. It's really convenient. This is really convenient. But also, one thing that really bugs me is that I cannot use my Airbus throttle for Boeing aircrafts because it has like these stops, which is kind of annoying. But I guess it is what it is. Yeah. Also, the joystick does it's just different because this one has fly-by-wire, so it's like almost like flying a drone, like a drone available for public. It literally hovers, so it would literally cancel out all the like tiny like inconsistencies to make it like perfectly leveled out. So you just gotta make like tiny adjustments. That's not looking too good, is it? Oh, okay. That is not what default ATC. I mean, VATSIM ATC would do. That is pretty close right here. That is not good. A private jet or something like that. That's like 777 almost. Is it? That's way too close though. Maybe we should declare like we're in Oakland. I didn't know that. Okay. Uh, let's set it to like 8,000 feet, cause 10,000 feet. I just hope we descend at the right timing. If we don't, then I guess I'll just hold that one position, draw a circle. Traffic alert.
Traffic.
Oh, jeez. God damn it. This ain't good. S- Spoilers, one half. That is not good. Uh, okay. I'm just gonna like remove the airplanes. Yeah, that's weird. Spoilers off.
Clear of conflict.
Clear of conflict. I guess that plane was going the same route as us, but that is clearly not what ATC would do. Yeah. There's another plane. Oh, shit. Okay, I see them. Okay. Interesting. It's like behind us. I'm gonna remove that too. Because that's just not what real life ATC would do. We're quickly approaching our airport. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'll be landing in around 15 minutes. Please fasten your seatbelts. Thank you. Maybe it's too early to set the seatbelt sign. Just turn it off. What's really funny is this does reflect in the cabin. So if you go on instruments, you can see the seatbelt sign. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm just gonna turn it off right now. You can also see the compass. Nobody rarely uses, but what it is. We're approaching transition altitude, 18,000, 18K. So we're gonna prep. Oh, we're gonna push STD in a sec. Let me double check if TCAS is set to all. Set the TCAS to all. I think we set TCAS. Actually, it's supposed to be BLW. Oh, okay. Um, we're very quickly approaching. Set it to 8,000. We're at transition altitude. We're gonna first we're gonna check the weather. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna set it to 3003. Okay. Three zero zero three. I don't know how to retract this. Okay. There you go. You have to click the middle. Let's update the weather radar. 3002. I think we're good with 3003. It's just a one difference. Okay, we're almost at 15,000, which is good. I think there's a disconnect somewhere. Yeah, flight plan discontinuity. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Seatbelt sign is going on. Wing light is going on. I think the wing light's like this thing. In real life, apparently it's too bright to see it. We are at around 14K. I think we're gonna be able to send right on time, thanks to our automated system. Is that the wing light? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching San Francisco Airport in around 10 minutes. Please fasten your seatbelts. And yeah. We are almost there, baby. We're almost there. I just hope we don't go around this time, you know? That's all I want. Maybe I'll soft landing if I can. It's a song that it reminds me of. It's called San Francisco by Mowgli's. Because we're approaching San Francisco. SFO. Oh, okay. Set to 6,000. Let's say we hold that eddy. We're gonna hold. I say pretty smart. And then we're gonna figure out what the next move is after we hold. Instead of increasing our VS rate, I think that's pretty smart. Okay, we're going below 10,000 feet. Landing lights on. Auto brake low. I mean, they gotta have a long runway because it's SFO. Localizer mode on. Sending to 8,000 feet. So we're approaching what's commonly known as the Silicon Valley. So we're approaching uh, Mountain View, Palo Alto. Yes, we are approaching Palo Alto right now. San Jose is also nearby. Yeah.